BYUtv's newest show, Granite Flats, comes to us from the midst of the Cold War. Join reporter Lily Ann Cano as she tells us about the newest addition to BYUtv's lineup and why it's so unique.
BYUtv is known to produce several different shows, but they've never done a scripted drama before, and that is just what Granite Flats is, BYUtv's very first scripted show that is also a family drama.
Have a great first day.
Okay.
Your record of service at Edwards was impeccable, but I see none of that in your behavior today.
Boys and girls, we have a new student joining us.
His father passing, something that he's gonna have to deal with.
If I can ask, where did he go?
You were my kid, I'd split too.
What are you waiting for? Give me all you got, why don't you?
Arthur, slow down! Let me go! Stop it this instant!
You ever seen anything like this?
I sir, it's pretty space age.
Don't go getting paranoid on me, Johnny Sanders.
After hearing what the audience wants and holding focus groups, BYUtv learned that it was time to move into scripted series.
So we really think that the next venture for us is scripted series, which is what we're doing today with Granite Flats. This is the first time we've ever done anything this ambitious. We're very excited about it. Incredible cast and crew and directors and producers behind the scenes that are making all of this magic happen.
It's the first large-scale scripted dramatic series that BYUtv has ever done, and it's a result of a lot of research with our audience that proved that the kinds of things they like to watch are the kinds of things that everybody likes to watch, which are stories and humor and romance and intrigue and excitement. And so we decided to give it a try and see if we couldn't mount 8 great hours of television for a first series, and that's what we're in the middle of. And it's been a terrific experience.
Granite Flats is set in the 60s in the midst of the Cold War. The story is based on a widow and her son who moved to Granite Flats, Colorado, a town that is experiencing some fear and mystery after an explosion occurs in the nearby Army base. Granite Flats all began with a short film, then eventually grew into what it is today.
So it started with a 30-minute short film that I had written when I was at BYU called Heaven Under a Table. And that story centered mostly around Arthur and his mom and about a comet, well, what he thinks is a comet, and his dad returning. And so he sets out to find it. And so eventually, in some discussions with Scott and some other people in meetings at BYU, we kind of fleshed out a series idea and added more characters and kind of what their lives were like, and eventually landed with Granite Flats.
This move into scripted series is something very exciting for BYUtv. Granite Flats is not only a first for a scripted drama, but it's also a first for BYUtv to execute their very own ideas.
This market, this Utah area has always been terrific at making television, but generally we're the execution of somebody else's ideas and concepts. And so this is the first time that we really came up with our own great idea and then used the best the industry has to offer. Some actors whose faces you'll know, all amazing talent, amazing cinematographers, art directors who've done feature films before. So it's really a combination of what we do really well here, plus great ideas of our own, plus all the actors that Hollywood has to offer.
With Granite Flats' unique storyline, there's a lot of positive feedback with the direction that BYUtv has taken.
And they're trying to produce quality material and material that will go to their audience and expand their audience. And I think that's the great hope for Granite Flats, is that it will be an expansion of what already is a captured audience, if you will. And there are so many people that don't get an opportunity to see a 1-hour scripted series, particularly set in the 60s and with kids. Now you might say, we don't see that anywhere else. I wonder why. Or, hey, what a great adventure for BYUtv to step in the water and try to produce such a quality show.
If you want to find out what the mystery is and watch all the secrets unravel, then make sure to check out the series premiere of Granite Flats on April 7th. And if you want to find out more about the show, just visit their website, graniteflats.com. Lily Ann Cano, BYU Weekly.